Welcome back, beautiful Geminis. Thank you for joining me here, Gemini. Let's get directly into your messages. Please and thank you, Spirit. One more, Gemini. Gemini. Yin-yang lover. Earth angel. What's going on? Lovers. Sweet soul rising. The temple. Okay, there's a choice in lovers here. There's a coming together. There's a choice to be made here. Having to accept the choice. Someone chose to break. Take a break or have a break. This could be an earth angel. Having to accept. Jeez. Okay, I guess someone is just very simplistic here. Very simple. You know, this is someone who hides their beauty. This is someone who is actually an earth angel. So there was a choice in lovers, and this earth angel is having to accept their choice. This is someone very graceful, simple. Seems like the ancestors are trying to help this earth angel accept that someone chose someone over someone else. It's like just for a moment of like pleasure. Just for a moment of pleasure. It was like somebody chose another energy over an earth angel. This is just too much for me, man. Let's go, Gemini. Deception. This is someone who is very confident, very simple. This is someone who trusts their divine wisdom. This is a divine messenger. This is a deceptive emperor. I'm sorry. This is lies and deception. And I think they juggled a divine being. That's what I think. This could be an earth angel. This could be a healer. Either way, they're a divine being. This is a leader. This is someone who offered stability. This is someone with a spiritual connection to Source. This is someone who is spiritually connected to Source here, who's very, they've had to accept. And they've accepted the universe's healing. They've had to accept what has happened, what is going on. They chose a third party. I don't know if it was like for a moment of pleasure or somebody giving them attention, but this is somebody with high honor, high integrity, class, and respect here. Okay? For a moment of pleasure, a fling. Could have been like a one-night stand, could have been a fling, whatever. Seduction, manipulation, sexual energy here, lust. Putting an earth angel in a competition. I don't think so. They have too much value and self-respect to be juggled. And I want to say, because they're very spiritual, they have a lot of spiritual insight, they knew. And they don't have to know. They don't have to have facts. They don't have to have proof. They don't have to have evidence. They trust their intuition. I think that this person should have resisted the devil. I think they should have resisted temptation, but they didn't. They figured, they gave up an earth angel for a moment of pleasure. It's that simple. And they may have they were being very selfish, worried all about themselves. Self-indulgence. Okay, it's self-indulgence. Thinking that they could self-indulge in like a fling or a one-night stand or something like that, or a friends with benefits. But it's very costly because it's cost them an earth angel and their connection to Source. And rejected. They had a choice to make. And they acted upon it. And now I think they are under judgment for it. And I think that someone has accepted what has happened, and I think they've moved on. I think that this, yeah, see, look, I'm telling you, they could have ended up marrying this other person, committing to this other person. It's very superficial. Very superficial. This person is very simplistic. This person is a leader, but they're very simple. They have a simple life. They are very confident. They are very... whatever. This is someone who hides their beauty. This is someone who hides how beautiful they really are. You know, they Like, they're not showy. They don't, like, show off here. They're not a show off. They're beautiful, but they don't have to prove it or show it. They got nothing to prove here. They live a simple life. They like simplistic things. It's like they're not fancy. They're not 3D. They're not materialistic. Even though they have material possessions, they live a simple life. They're a natural born leader. And they have high ethics, high morals, high standards. I think that this person went for something superficial. Maybe they went for a moment of pleasure with somebody. This is seduction, seducing energy. This was a player. Seduction. They were seduced for, like, maybe a one-night stand or a lustful energy. You know, it's like a moment of pleasure. I can't resist temptation. I can't resist the devil. You know what I mean? Could be greed. Got greedy. You know what I mean? Player energy. Maybe they were seduced. Maybe they seduced someone else. It doesn't matter. It was for a moment of pleasure. Has altered their life. And they abandon their true love for a moment of pleasure. Like, when it says for a moment of pleasure, that's what I mean. It could have been a fling, a one-night stand, an F-buddy, thinking, you know, I can't resist, I can't resist. That shows weakness. That's a weak individual. Like, we are all faced with temptation every day. We are all faced with temptation. But a strong person resists it. This is a weak individual. They ghosted their true love. That's what they did. They abandon and they ghost their true love for a moment, momentary pleasure. Trapped in their ego. You know, it's all out of ego. It's all egotistical, you know. Well, it's what caused this tower. They made their choice, you know what I mean? They turned on their true love. That's what they did, for some option. But like I said, they've changed their fortune. They've also changed their fate in doing so. You know, it's like they're a fool. Reckless. Just like I don't know what they did. They hurt their soulmate, their true love. And I don't know if this is... They walked away from a blessing, is what they did. So this person has stabbed themselves in their own back because they've betrayed their true love, they betrayed their partner, but they betrayed themselves. They sold themselves out for monetary pleasure or gain. Momentary or monetary. Take it as it resonates. It could be either or. So, in essence, they've actually stabbed themselves in the back. They abandoned and ghosted their true love. And it's changed their fate and their fortune in doing so. This person could have suffered an ego death. I don't know. They may have even gotten someone expecting, or you know what I mean? Well, they're stressed out. I don't know if they got someone pregnant. By juggling. But they're all stressed out with it now. Because not only did they end something with their true love for like a moment of pleasure that they can't take back, obviously. Well, they might. They may. This was an earth angel getting justice here. And now all that other individual can do is look what they missed out on. Seems like now they're resentful and bitter about their choice. It's like they're resentful of the choice that they made. Well, they missed out on their legacy. They missed out on their... This is the person that was leading them into a victory. This is the person who brought them happiness and joy and love. And all for what? An act of sexual behavior that they couldn't resist the devil for, that they betrayed their true love. I'm sorry, but they did. And in so doing, they've actually betrayed themselves. because they know that this person was their true love. And now they're resentful of the fate that they chose. They don't like the fated life they chose for themselves. They're resentful of it. They resent the fact that they're there. They feel foolish for their actions. Now, Gemini, it's looking as though if you're single, I don't see you lonely. If you are single, you could be focusing on building your business or your empire, or focusing in on your family, your stability. It's looking like you're getting a lot of attention. It's looking like you get a lot of respect here. It was a hard acceptance. It was difficult to accept whatever happened, but you have. And you're all the better for it here. Let me tell you. And this person wants to apologize to you and tell you the truth. But I don't know if they can. And I do see that in order to make something work, this person is going to have to be completely honest and transparent with you. If they do come in and want to come together with you, they got to tell you the truth, the entire truth, and be completely transparent with you. And perhaps they could be praying that you forgive them. But they are going to have to be completely transparent in order to make something work. They cannot hide anything. They cannot keep anything from you. They've got to be 100% honest with you. Because especially when you're dealing with a high priestess, they're going to know. You're not going to get anything over on this high priestess. It's either you come 100% clean or don't bother coming. Now, you may accept their apology, but that doesn't mean you're going to take them back, Gemini. You may accept their apology, but like I said, it don't mean you're going to take them back. And maybe they're praying you forgive them, but they better not think that they can pull something over on you, because they're not going to. Take care.